Imagine a world where cars aren't just vehicles, but rolling pieces of eccentric art. Picture streets filled with autos that seem to have leaped straight out of a cartoon or a mad inventor's dream. These aren't your average sedans or SUVs. They're the strangest cars ever made, machines that make you stop in your tracks and go, "Wait, did I just see that?" From cars shaped like shoes to automobiles that look more like spacecraft, these vehicles redefine the very concept of roadworthy. Some seem plucked from a sci-fi movie. Others look like they've been assembled in a mad scientist's garage. But all of them share one thing. They're bizarre, they're unconventional, and they absolutely refuse to blend in. Let's buckle up and take a surreal ride through the gallery of the most unusual cars ever to hit the roads. The Batmobile, Tim Burton's Batman, 1989. This iconic car from Tim Burton's Batman is a masterpiece of movie car design. With its elongated body, jet engine-inspired rear, and sleek, Gothic aesthetics, it's more than a vehicle. It's a character in its own right. The Batmobile, with its retractable armor, grappling hooks, and ability to leap gaps in buildings, became as legendary as the Caped Crusader himself. The Wiener Mobile. Oscar Mayer's Wiener Mobile is a rolling piece of Americana. This unique vehicle, shaped like a hot dog in a bun, has been around since 1936. It's not just a car. It's a moving advertisement and a pop culture icon. The Wiener Mobile tours the United States, bringing smiles and, occasionally, hot dogs to people across the country. The Peele P50. As the smallest production car ever made, the Peele P50 is more like a three-wheeled cabin scooter than a car. Produced in the 1960s, this tiny vehicle is just over 4 feet long and less than 3 feet wide. It's known for its appearance on the BBC show Top Gear, where it was driven through the office corridors. The 1970 Lancia Stratos HF0, a car that looks more like a spaceship than a road vehicle. The Lancia Stratos HF0 was a concept car designed for extreme speed and style. With its wedge shape and mere 33 centimeters tall at the highest point, it's an example of daring Italian design from the 70s. The Golden Sahara II. This car was a masterpiece of 1950s futurism. Originally a 1953 Lincoln Capri, it was transformed into a self-driving car with glowing tires and a host of electronic features. It represented the peak of futuristic car design in its era. The BMW Isetta. Often called a bubble car, the BMW Isetta is a microcar notable for its egg shape and bubble-like windows. Its front-opening door and tiny size made it a post-war solution to efficient and economical driving, becoming a symbol of the 1950s motoring. The 1963 Chevrolet Corvette Rondine. This Corvette was a one-off concept car, but it's notable for its radical departure from the typical Corvette design. With its long, flowing lines and distinctive rear, the Rondine looked more like an Italian Grand Tourer than an American muscle car. The DeLorean DMC2. Back to the Future. The DeLorean gained fame in the Back to the Future films. Its gull-wing doors, stainless steel body, and role as a time machine immortalized it in pop culture. Although the car wasn't a huge success in real life, its movie role made it an icon. The Tramontana XTR. A rare Spanish sports car, the Tramontana XTR is a fusion of Formula One technology and avant-garde design. Its tandem two-seat configuration and jet fighter-like canopy make it a unique sight on the road. The shoe car. As a literal interpretation of the term footmobile, there have been various versions of the shoe car, from promotional vehicles to art pieces. These cars, shaped like giant shoes, show the playful side of automotive design, turning a mundane object into a whimsical, drivable creation. The 1959 Cadillac Cyclone. This concept car looks like it came straight out of a science fiction movie. With its bubble-top canopy, jet plane-like nose, and sleek, futuristic design, the Cyclone was a glimpse into what the future of motoring might have looked like in the 1950s. The 1936 Stout Scarab. Often considered the first minivan, the Stout Scarab was ahead of its time. With its aerodynamic design, rear engine, and flexible interior, including swivel seats and a table, It combined luxury, utility, and a unique look that was very unconventional for its era. The 2001 Renault Aventador, merging the characteristics of a coupe with those of an MPV, multi-purpose vehicle. The Aventador was a bold design statement by Renault. With its pillarless side profile and unique one-piece swing doors, it stood out for its radical design choices. The Ferrari 512 S Modulo, a concept car designed by Paolo Martin for Pininfarina. The Ferrari 512 S Modulo is a testament to 1970s futuristic design. Its wedge-shaped, low body and canopy-style glass roof make it look like a vehicle from another planet. The Norman Timms Special, an extraordinary example of automotive art. This car was custom-built by Norman Timms in the late 1940s. With its smooth, flowing lines and absence of doors or a roof, it's more sculpture than car, boasting a unique elegance. The 1942 OF Electrique, also known as the Electric Egg, this tiny three-wheeled electric car was designed by Paul Arzens. Its egg-shaped aluminum body and plexiglass canopy make it an early example of electric vehicle design and a unique piece of automotive history. The 1970 Ferrari 512 S Modulo, designed by Paolo Martin for Pininfarina, this concept car featured a futuristic, low-profile design that was strikingly different from traditional Ferrari models. Its sleek, white body and canopy-style roof made it a standout piece of automotive art. The MER M400 Skycar, a vehicle straight out of a sci-fi movie. The MER M400 Skycar is a prototype personal VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. Designed to be a flying car, it represents a futuristic vision of transport combining road and air travel. The 1967 Gyro X. This two-wheeled vehicle used a gyroscope for stability and looked nothing like any other car on the road. Its narrow, streamlined body and unique balancing mechanism made it an engineering marvel as well as a design oddity. The 1969 Holden Hurricane. The Hurricane was a mid-engine, rear-wheel drive, two-seat sports car that featured many innovations that were way ahead of its time, including a rear-view camera and a digital dashboard. Its low-profile, wedge-shaped body and dramatic styling make it a standout in automotive history.